Hello, this is Cynthia with another entry as I walk now cancer free for a little over 2 months. Very excited about that. Uh, my recovery is still very difficult. Thank God for pain medicine. I'm still in a lot of pain from just being ripped and torn and stitches and everything. So, even though I'm cancer free, trust me, the recovery from everything that went along with that, from the surgeries, is no walk in the park. So be kind to your cancer friends who look like they're fine, uh, but we're really tired. So, anyway, this is something I wanted to put this entry on a while back, but it was still a little bit too emotional because I knew I would cry. But this is one thing I did not want to forget. After my surgery, I was rolled in like 3 a.m. I had tubes all over and stuff on me to monitor my heart, monitor this. Just, I looked like a little marionette, and plus all of the drains, add that to it. Um, my surgeon didn't want me to moisturize my hair or anything, so my hair was very dry. Um, and sticking up all over the place. My lips very parched and cracked and everything. I just looked a mess. And thank God my dear Aunt Thelma and my friend Jean, they stayed overnight there in my room and slept there after the surgery. And I think they got up to go get lunch or something, and I was still sort of there. Um, but I knew they'd be back. So I'm laying there, and I remember feeling this touch of love. I can't quite remember. I think I felt it like on my arm, and then I felt something just rub across my forehead. And I just knew it was my Aunt Thelma. Because you can just feel a loving touch. And I almost opened my eyes and said, I love you too, Aunt Thelma. But as it turned out, it was my brother, Jerome. Now that's significant because I unless it was sooner, I don't remember, but I think the last time I saw my brother was in 2003 or 4, something like that. And here he was, just so concerned about me, and he came, and the brother always dressed sharp. My brother, he's a preacher. My favorite preacher. Now, my pastor Lane is my favorite pastor, but he's more of a teacher, whereas my brother, he's fire baptized, speaking in tongues, shouting all over the place, preacher. His church back in New Jersey was St. Paul Fire Baptized Holiness, and it's a long name. But anyway, there he was. And I just don't want to forget that because, as I've told some of you before, my family, we've never been close. And I've often been referred to as the Joseph of the family. I was the favorite child. And so, just like in the biblical story, the sisters and brothers weren't too crazy about the Joseph of the family. So, we've just always been estranged, not very close. So, for him to have come to see me and with that loving touch, and he stayed there for several hours, and we just talked and laughed, and I cried. I cried for days and into weeks just because it just meant so much that he came. And I don't want to forget that. Um, I don't know that now that the surgery's over and things, if things will go back the way they were with my family. I mean, they really rallied around and were praying for me and helping me emotionally, even though I didn't see them. But there were phone calls and they really reached out. And I don't know if our relationships are going to go back to that now that I'm cancer free. It might just might go back to the way it was, where there's no phone calls, no nothing. But while it lasts, I want to soak it in. And my brother being there was just special. It was very special. And I don't want to forget that. So that's my entry for today. My my dear brother Jerome. God bless.